Welcome, and thank you for joining us to one of our sessions as part of our series of financial aid topics. In this session, we're going to cover third-party contract. What is third-party contract? Third-party contract, formerly known as sponsor billing, is for students whose educational expenses is being paid by a third party, defined as outside organizations, Harvard-affiliated hospitals, institutions, employers, as well as government. And they must submit the third-party contract online form or provide an award letter. Typically, if your external funding source requires an invoice in order to make a payment, it is captured as a third-party contract. If your external funding source does not require an invoice in order to submit a payment to the university, you could refer them to the various methods of payment offered by the Harvard University Student Account Office, the link provided here. However, if your external source is transferring the funds directly to you, you just need to report that to our office so we can have that information captured on your record. Please be aware that our source of external funding must be reported to our office, as we are responsible for collecting and tracking funding information for all students. Here are some general information about the third-party contract. The third-party contract form must be completed by an organization or institution that's providing the financial support to the student. And you will be attending here at Harvard Chan School of Public Health. The form must be received by April 1st for summer starting programs and May 1st for fall starting programs. The third-party contract are only in effect after you have matriculated, meaning after you have submitted your admissions reply form. The Harvard Student Accounts Office will create and defer your charges to your sponsor and send out an invoice after tuition has been assessed or after we receive the form and have been processed. The third-party contract form is what allows the university to defer equal to the amount of your sponsor's contribution from your student bill. If you are receiving and or expecting to receive funding from multiple sources, separate forms for each source must be received. Admitted students must pay the tuition deposit by a credit card or check to the admissions office. The third-party contract form cannot be used to submit that payment. If you are a third-party sponsor and are looking to make the tuition deposit payment on behalf of the student, please contact the admissions office as they can provide you next steps. Lastly, please be aware that the third-party contract form is not legally binding, and therefore no need to get your lawyers involved. For additional information or any questions you have as it relates to the third-party contract process, please reach out to our office at our email address provided here, or as well as the link to the website where the steps to this process is outlined. Thank you for listening to this session, and we encourage you to check out other presentations in our series that may be relevant to you. Thank you for listening.